Okay, so this time for real. Well, one, make sure we're using sensible tires, but two, how is this thing tuned? Yeah, so here we go. If anything, we probably want low. Even harder suspension for this sort of thing. Fun fact, if you really want, if you, maybe not you, if a person in general wants to really get an idea of what the developers think is a sensible setup for each course in this game, if you extract the game's files, you can find XML describing what tuning the AI uses for every race and whatnot, which, you know, just kind of implies, hey, they thought this was a sensible gear ratio or shocks or whatever. I don't know what the point is of having front and back shocks tuned separately. Yeah, I'll change my front shocks up a little bit here. I won't max them out. Okay. Should look at those exhausts at some point, but I think for the moment I might just be setting up for Colump Islands or something instead. It's just, oh man, the thought of spending so much money and not getting increased stats for it. We'll have to see, of course, how much money we get for winning pro championships too. We're kind of in a drought right now money-wise because, well, one, we're not completing tournaments, we're partway through them, and two, also, at least at the moment, I'm not doing freestyle because I did a couple of freestyles last sitting and I'm catching back up to that. But freestyle is the big moneymaker event. If at any point I really want to, I'm avoiding trying to I'm trying to avoid grinding or anything in this game. I just want to you know, keep doing new stuff. You know, kind of fail that sometimes when I restart Supercross over and over. Hopefully that won't happen anymore. But in theory I could just grind as well. With those freestyle events, because they get you no shortage of money compared to other stuff. Oh, there's someone decided to race us in a car apparently. Actually, driving for the checkpoint. Yeah, going uphill there, I did not have much opportunity to speed up. Yeah, I think I can feel how much more stable the ride is this way. There's a lot less bumping, at least. So controller-wise, I don't know how much this actually affects the gameplay so far, but changing your suspension actually has a pretty major effect on how much controller rumble you get. I'm noticing. Like, I'm getting way less controller rumble at high speeds than normal. So I say, hey, I somehow didn't wipe out. Yes, I did. Yeah, it feels weirdly smooth going really fast and not having my controller rumble like crazy. Like, this game puts a lot of emphasis on the haptic component of things. Like, you really get used to what it feels like to drive on different surfaces and at different speeds and whatnot. So changing your shocks and getting a much smoother ride, like way less vibration, is very strange. I hate these stumps. They're very low visibility. That doesn't make them any less of a problem. Nice to start this lap and last. Yeah, that gear ratio does not really do any favors when I'm going up a hill. I don't know if the different gear ratio would actually help me get a bit more power going up a hill, but the higher top speed versus acceleration is not helping me when I'm trying to power up a hill, because I'm not making use of that higher top speed. Now, I don't know how you're supposed to not hit that fence there, so I just didn't break it last time, but... Okay, we're kind of in the remedial stage here. I was doing fine the first lap until a dumb thing happened. Okay. Man, it's... the bumpiness there and how fast you are, it's hard not to lose control right there. And I'm hitting something or another. This might just end up being a practice run, this first shot at this race here, because I'm having a bit of a hard time. Thanks. They spawned in front of me again, yeah. People keep doing that. And in this case, it was because they were on the ground in front of where I was when I took off the jump, but... Oh, come on now. Yeah, I need to learn my way around this course a little. This is the very end there. Yeah, that was a very good line though. Keep cutting this corner in a way that doesn't really make sense to do. Why is it we touch each other's sides and I'm the one that gets slowed down? Okay. I don't expect to catch up really, but I do need to, everyone else wiped out there too, it looked like. But, I do need to get a bit more practice with this course. Like, I don't know how to take that part there where it's just you go downhill at top speed straight into a fence, basically. That part there, that gate sneaks up on me. That Firewatch Tower did not do anyone much good, it feels like. I don't like this part here. So you have to weave to the left, not to the right. Again, see, that's the little thing that I need to get a hold of. I need to... The tricky part with Enduro, I think, is just actually learning your way around the course with how long it is. So here... I can actually live with going second here. That's okay to me. Yeah. But I'm only a little bit ahead of Clark. That's not good. It's not good when the same person gets first and second, and so on. Okay. That might have cost me a little bit more than I was hoping it would. But usually Enduro doesn't give me a ton of trouble, so I'm hoping that in later courses I can just get ahead and be fine. No, so we're going to Red Sands next. For Enduro, huh. Alright, so have we done... Yeah, so I think now it's just time to go to the third course everywhere, actually. We haven't done much freestyle, so... And we've only done the first two freestyle, so... I think it's time we head somewhere new for that. We'll just do the usual rounds of everything except for Supercross. There's a lot of asphalt here, which the game does not acknowledge. I don't know if it's service type that's even registered in the game. I don't know how these certain tires do on that. There is a lot of that in this area, if I remember correctly. And not the entire thing, but there is a lot of it. Let's reset our tuning. I'll just set this back to the usual stuff. Okay, I'll do a little bit of the usual things. The acknowledgement of the concept of stale tricks, fantastic. Also, apologies for some background noise here, but you can just imagine that this is, you know, part of the ambience of this map. Yeah, so basically you've got a park here, and then there is an area outside of it, which is actually like streets and whatnot, if I remember correctly. Might as well take a look at it over here. Gotta be careful breaking that. Yeah, it's kind of a cool little idea in contrast to all the other stuff that you usually see in this game. Lots of it's not good Charlotte brand. What? Okay. Good Charlotte brand ramp. Weird concept, but look at that, the bravest stunt. Hey, there's this kind of like sewery area. Yeah, this is one that I liked a lot actually, as a course. Hop into this little pipe. Yeah, there you go. Now this area can be a little tough to navigate in some ways, because you do have walls and whatnot you have to worry about in a bunch of places. Found the world looks like I guess I can jump over the other way? Yeah, that's the idea. Okay. Give me that. This is a really unusual place for a green target, though, all things considered. No, I don't like that. That's a weird big jump to have to do to get a green target. Should probably go for this one sooner rather than later if I do this again. Yeah, that's a... There's timing too in when you do the jump, because this is one of those ramps that has like a really big lip at the end. So if you, depending on when you do the preload, you might get a lot more or less air. Okay, yeah. Well, great. So this whole thing's dominated by this one tough jump. Everything else here is super casual. Amazing. Okay. But really. I'm just gonna ignore that other stuff and say. Like, it's really odd, because usually the rule for green is that you don't really have to go into the air to pick anything up. Now we have this one jump, which is a big pain to do. I've been doing preloads the whole time. What if I just don't? And precisely what you have to do to pick up one of these things is going to depend on your stats, annoyingly. So there's no foolproof kind of the developers intending you for to take the jump this way sort of thing, I don't think. Alright. So, and this is still a fairly small map. There's not as much to explore as in lots of other places. None of the most efficient routing here, but at least I took care of the big problem target first. But, it's not as big in terms of stuff to explore and so on, but, it is still... what stuff is here is pretty interesting. What the? Okay, it's a problem when you just land perfectly and still just can't stick it for some reason. I don't know what's happening there. How do I get this? Okay. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it's just the one tricky jump there. It's strange, but I don't know if this is really a sewer or kind of more like a, almost like a subway kind of area, doing like the tile on the wall and whatnot. It's kind of weird. A little abstract. Anyway, so that's introduction to the city. Next time we'll do more stuff in the city. What a novel thought. Bye everyone.